Alright, here we are, Vic Camp here, and I'm inside the garage game room today, and we're looking at some Bally bingos, and we're doing a continuation from the last video of the 1961 Light-A-Line. Today we're going to move over to the 1979 Bally Dixieland 6-card bingo pinball machine. This is the last EM 6-card game that Bally manufactured. Bally made one more 6-card game after this EM 6-card game in 1980 called Continental. But this Continental 6-card game in 1980 that Bally made was the last bingo, or the last 6-card bingo Bally ever manufactured. They built around 10,000 Continentals in 1980, but they went to a company in Belgium. They sold the entire lot of 10,000 games, or however many they made, and they were digital, solid-state games, and they never made another one again. So this is the 1979 EM 6-card game. This is the last game that Bally made in the EM model. So Dixieland here has pretty much a lot going on for electromechanical bingo, considering that in 1961 there really weren't that many features in this 6-card game. If you recall in my last video, the features in this game were the center spot number, which would light at random, and the yellow super lines, and that was it. This particular game here has the same identical numbers in all the cards that Light-A-Line has, but by the time 1979 came around, Bally had made so many other 6-card games, especially in the early 70s on up to this one, which was the last electromechanical 6-card game they made in 79. So they were incorporating a lot more features into the game. We're going to go over them features today. Hopefully I can get it in the amount of time I want to have this video. As you can see, the artwork on the 79 Dixieland has some graphics. Looks like a trumpet, some stars, some music, notes, and but not too much on the playfield as far as artwork. Alright, so let's go over a little bit of the gameplay now that you took a look at this 6-card game. This is a 11 coin maximum limit bingo. You could only put 11 quarters in, and that's because by 1979 it was 25 cents to play. You're probably wondering, on the lockdown bar you see a C, R, and D. That is for the double or nothing flash when lit feature. That's this feature right here, double or nothing feature when lit. You press the R for your regular wins you would get, or you can try to double your wins up by pressing the D button. So that's one really neat feature they had in other 6-card bingos before this game, like Nashville and High Flyer, Blue Chip, and a couple of other 6-card games from the early 70s. Also in this game we have the red corners. I'm sorry, the red diagonals. The red diagonals are on every card. As you can see, the player can win wherever the red lines connect. For instance, 9, 15, and 1 would be a 3 in a row win. Normally, you would only win diagonal, horizontally, across the rows. So that was a nice feature they added into the 6-card game. It actually came from an earlier 6-card bingo called High Flyer. It was the first game with red diagonals. And here's the next feature. This is the magic number. The magic number will light after the first ball is shot if the player puts the 9th and 10th coin in. The magic number, when you hit that number, when you get it and it lights up on your card, that doubles all your scores. So that means that if you got, let's just say this card here, you need the 20 for 5 in a row, and you had the magic number, which was 25, was lit. The 25 was lit, the magic number 25 was lit, and you had the 25 in your row here. If you got the 20 instead of this 11, you'd have 5 in a row. So 5 in a row, 6 card is 300 games. By having the magic number lit in your row, your score automatically becomes double. Your replays automatically become double. So the 300 replays will now pay off 600 replays. So now this last feature, the 11th coin, keep in mind about this win, this 8, 2, 20, 25, 5 in a line, when I speak about this last feature on the 11th coin. Because the 6 card is lit, you put the 11th quarter in and you got the 6 card to light in its second card. They only light 2 at a time. And since the 6 card is the one that's lit and you have a 5 in a row on the 6 card, and you have the magic number 25 lit, which it is, and we're making believe it's lit, your 300 games that you get for 8, 2, 20, 25, and 1, because you have the magic number lit, they double to 600 replays. And because you have the card, the double card on it, doubles the 600 again to 1200 replays. And then the player has a chance to go for the double or nothing feature when lit and turn that 1200 replays to 2400 replays. He has to do that by pressing this button to collect. The double or nothing feature will flash here back and forth very quickly. The player would then take a finger 12 and not collect his or nothing to hit 100 wins and go for the doubler once again by 2R. But if you double his, try to make a replay 2400 has in the place per set 1200, he can already hit bag, and if he gets to 100, gets it 400. That's the feature for payout on the 11 coins that go in the game. I always used to put 11 quarters in, which was $2.75, and play all them features and all the cards. Also on this game, Bally had the super lines Just like on Light-A-Line in 1961, the Superline was a popular feature. So they kept it and they put it on Dixieland. And the Superlines would light at random. The game would all of a sudden start. You start a new game and they would light up and you would get them at random. Didn't happen a lot, but they would light up. Also, the four-corner feature, which they had all the way back in 1954. I have a game here called Bally Gaytime Bingo we're going to look over and do. That game has the corners, four-corner feature. So they kept this feature too. It was a great feature, and they incorporated it into the six-card game. And the player could get the 4 to 6, the 4 to 5, 7 and 11. 4, 5, 7, 11. When it was lit, it would pay them for 5 in a line value. They would also light the super lines and the four corners on the play field with the rollover button. This rollover button, if these corners were lit, four corners were lit, and then the player rolled the ball over it, it would click on a relay and turn on the four corner feature. Same thing on this right side of the play field coming down. The player lights the super line. If the super line lights at random like it does on the play field sometimes, and the player goes over the button, it would light the super lines. So these are all the features here on this Dixieland. You're probably going to have to play this video over, so I'm going to shorten it now so you can try to understand how this game works, and then we're going to do some more videos on this game. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something about this last 1979 Bally Bingo 6-card game, EM, that Bally ever produced.